It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Warren is out there with Durant, and it's Ayton in at the 5, home in the paint. And for Utah, Olynyk is out there with Jared Vanderbilt. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then it's Conley, and it's Markkanen in at the small forward. And at this point of the season, Greg, many coaches still are maneuvering their lineups, trying to find the right formula.
Yeah, especially the younger teams. There's no real established pecking order, and guys can be wildly inconsistent from night to night.
And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. Here's Clarkson. Conley feeling it out. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Conley. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Clarkson against Booker. And that's good. Jordan Clarkson for 3. Clarkson's got the game going with his first points of the game for Utah. And Durant gets it to go.
But Kevin Durant has the kind of handle and creativity to get by defensive players off the dribble drive. Nicely done.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Offensive rebound, Olynyk, and the rejection by Ayton. Olynyk against Booker. Pass to KD. Suns keep it alive. Here's the 3. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
What a fantastic offensive rebounder. Ayton's so good at using his physical advantages.
Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. I had a chance to catch up with Utah's head coach. This will be the first game this season against this team. He knows they're great rim protectors, but he doesn't want his guys to back down. He told them, push the action, stay confident. You may get one sent back. Don't let that deter you at all. So, Kevin, they're going to keep trying to be aggressive all game.
All right, David, sounds like they're plotting GA to try and overcome some pretty stingy defense.
Yeah, the play calling is going to be key here, guys. You can't afford to be predictable.
And one of the most predictable things to do would be to play the one-on-one game. You want to work the basketball, work deep into the clock if you have to.
Now here's Booker. Jordan Clarkson missing his last shot. Good on the three-point shot. KD's got 5 now.
Well, what you love about Devin Booker, this guy, yes, he is a shoot-first player, but if somebody's open, he will find you.
Vanderbilt against Durant. The rejection by Paul. Over Conley. The shot's good from Paul.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. And the Jazz with some changes. Gay comes in for Vanderbilt. And it's Malik Beasley in for Jordan Clarkson. And the Suns making a change here as well. Sharge is checked in. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Conley against Paul. Gay with no one around. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
I think one area we've clearly seen a marked improvement from T.J. Warren over his career is his willingness to take threes and to make them consistently. It's getting on par with that great mid-range game he has.
Jazz trail by 10. The pass to Olynyk. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And you know, Doris, the uptick in Warren's long-range shooting has led to more minutes.
Well, it certainly gives a coaching staff confidence that will help with the flow of the offense. Defenders are forced to guard him on the perimeter. They can no longer sag and be in the gaps with him.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
So it's the Jazz now. The Suns getting the bucket. Conley kicks to Gay. Gay, a screen on Booker. Down low, here's Conley, and the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, Malik Beasley, known as a pure scorer, but how about the setup of his teammate right there? That's a pretty pass.
Ball for three. Another three for Phoenix.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Utah, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Conley, the pass to Olynyk. 1:06 left here in the first quarter. Yes, that goes in.
You know, I like the fact that Olynyk didn't shy away from mixing it up. Remarkable at scoring despite getting hit.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. You know, GA, something you notice about this Jazz team, they love to shoot the three. Statistics tell you that, and they tell you that.
And, Kevin, not only do they love it, they do it well. The two, sadly, don't always go hand in hand, but these guys can really hurt you from range when they get going.
The Suns making a switch here. Landale's checked in. Torrey Craig comes in for T.J. Warren. Damian Lee, he's checked in for Devin Booker. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. From deep. Horton Tucker with the rebound. Jazz trail by 11. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the first. And they recover it. Gay. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Šarić. Craig passes to Landale. There's Lee with the three. A three-pointer is right on target.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Utah has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to Beasley. Jazz passing it around. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Now Payne. It'll count. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Phoenix sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Suns enjoying a nice lead here.
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Here's Booker. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. We've got Rudy Gay, and it's Clarkson in at the 2. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. A wide open look here for Craig. No good on the triple. Utah is shooting a pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going.
And I just love how Gay penetrates to the bucket. I mean, always looking for the highlight reel play, showing off that awesome vertical.
Suns leading by 12. Booker outside. Craig sets the screen for Booker. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Craig, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
Now, Craig, after Jordan Clarkson missing on that last three-pointer. Here's Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing. Jazz trail by 12. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And that one good from Clarkson.
Well, the one thing about Clarkson, a little bit inconsistent from deep, so that's a welcome sight for his team.
Timeout called, the Suns. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference, only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for the Jazz. And for the Suns, Durant's checked in for Torrey Craig. Warren comes in for Lee. And it's Paul in for Cameron Payne. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. And the wide open shot from Warren, and it's off from three-point range. Here's Beasley. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, Beasley recognizes the excellent defensive play by a teammate, gets himself in transition, and an easy opportunity.
And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. No points yet here in the second quarter for them. Booker. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Jazz trail by 7. Beasley kicks to Clarkson. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
As a shooter, Clarkson can be so efficient. He gets the ball and goes right into his shot.
Booker against Clarkson. From 8. Booker, no good.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Gay finds Clarkson. Back to Gay. To the inside. Now, here's Clarkson. Pass to Gay. Over to the left wing. 5 on the clock. Beasley outside. Sinks the three-pointer. And it's now only a 1-point Suns lead.
Boy, he saw the pass coming, and Beasley was shot ready on the catch.
Timeout called, the Suns.
And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
Conley, he's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Saric is checked in for Phoenix. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Outside, KD. Sinks it after the KG pump fake. Durant's got 7. It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team.
the second quarter. Just under 3.5 minutes played. Rebounded by the Jazz. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year they came out on the losing end.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now they need a basket.
Analytics say don't shoot the mid-range shot. Sometimes the best scorers are efficient in that area. Devin Booker, one of those guys. Here's Gay. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. And there's the pass to Clarkson. 6 to shoot. Conley against Paul. Clarkson for 3. And it's Durant with the rebound. The Suns trailing. Booker in the corner. A shot, no good. Some solid defense from Clarkson. Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one. Connects from three-point range. This guy has got such a smooth handle that the pull-up game is always in play. Booker. Beasley with the steal. It's Gay on the wing. Booker against Beasley. Clarkson for 3. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
How about that triple to put a cap on their run here going into the break? Finish that half on a big-time roll.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Good battle going on tonight. What has been the approach?
Well, we're just trying to pack the paint. Those guys are great. So we're just trying to make them see a few guys and get some deflections and get some easy baskets.
We'll see if we can keep it going in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Hey everybody, halftime is upon us, and the scoreboard showing a deficit for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, don't get me started with their perimeter D. They're standing around flat-footed, not closing down on shooters quickly enough. The result is way too many open threes, and at halftime, the deficit, that couldn't be avoided.
And guys, we're still in the early parts of this season, but the power rankings are shaping up.
You know, for the Suns, they split their game since their last power rankings came out. We know they can do better than 2-2, but do they know it?
Winning games in the NBA is never easy. Some weeks you feel lucky just to be 500.
Thank
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You gotta like what Jordan Clarkson has done in this game.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Suns trail by 7. On Phoenix, looking who they've got on the floor. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Warren in at the 3. Now here's Durant. Good, and Paul gets the assist. KD's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Suns.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
And it's Conley with the ball for Utah. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Olynyk, a screen on Paul. Clock at 6. Conley for 3. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. To the paint. Ayton, the pass to Durant. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Fast break. Here come the Suns. Here's Booker. He feeds it to Warren. Clarkson with the ball. Out guarded by Booker. Harkinen passes to Clarkson. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
And Doris, one of the Jazz games you called last year was pretty special. It was the first all-female broadcast team in NBA history.
And one of the best parts for me, Kev, was there were a variety of women in roles that will never be seen on the camera. So tape, graphics, audio, operations, each and every one of them, just like the 3 broadcasters who were calling the game, have been in their position at some point where the only person in the room was of your gender, just like yourself. So it's unique that the entire broadcast was filled with very capable women. It was such an honor to be a part of.
Some changes for Phoenix. Kevin Durant's checked in for Torrey Craig. Devin Booker comes in for Damian Lee. And Paul subbed in for Cameron Payne. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Here's Olynyk. That one no good. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Well, an 0 for 3. Start to the half, you need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
The first one falls. And great, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Beasley's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Here's Horton Tucker. Defended by Booker.
Wow, twice on the pipes for Kevin Durant. That's the length coming into play right there.
Markkanen finds Vanderbilt. Now Beasley. Lets it go with a 3.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Booker the pass to Ayton. Booker outside. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Booker's got 7 points.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Utah has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Beasley dishes to Markkanen. To the middle. Here's Vanderbilt. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Vanderbilt's got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
It's not just the decision-making. It's the ability to put the pass where it needs to be when it needs to be there. Mr. Markkanen, well done, sir.
Here's Paul. Following the bucket by the Jazz. And Saric kicks to Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Vanderbilt. Here's Horton Tucker. Pass to Vanderbilt. Now Beasley, defended by Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Horton Tucker. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
On the wing, Booker. Markkanen against Durant. Back to Booker. And he uses the glass on the layup. And now a 5-point Suns lead.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Markkanen. Inside. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Going to the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And here are the Suns now. Following the bucket by the Jazz. KD with the bucket.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Passes it to Markkanen. Back to Beasley. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Beasley. Paul with the steal. Ayton at the elbow. On the wing, Booker. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Landry Shamet's checked in for Booker. And it's Payne in for Paul.
And guys, we know that Kevin Durant, like most NBA players, has his off-the-floor pursuits away from the game. But the fact of the matter is, we know his priority is the game of basketball.
Outside Conley. Clarkson for 3. Oh, throws the buzzer-beating dunk. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Sun. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Jazz trail by 9. We've got Conley. He's out there with Jordan Clarkson. And it's Gay in at the power forward. That's the group right now for Utah. Now here's Conley. Dishes it to Clarkson. Over Lee. Clarkson missing again.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Here's Landale. Craig kicks to Warren. Good work there as it goes. And the Suns lead by 11.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
He's doing everything he can to put this game to bed, and great score there to help his team.
Now here's Gay. Pass to Clarkson. Back to Conley. The Jazz working the ball around now. And it's Clarkson that time on the assist by Conley.
And that's another three. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out here like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Payne can't hit. Here's Horton Tucker. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Payne finds Lee. Oh, good with the triple. Jazz trail by 6. There's the pass to Clarkson. Launches it. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Clarkson's got 21.
And all quarter long, he's been zeroed in and knocks down big shot after big shot here in the fourth.
Payne looking around. Outside Warren. Takes it from 10. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, they get it back. And Craig has it in the corner. Phoenix, no good that time either. And it's Utah's ball. They've got an 8-0 run. They get the rebound. Gay kicks it to Conley. Clarkson for 3. Hits it from three-point range. Clarkson's got it all tied up now for the Jazz.
Jordan Clarkson unafraid of the big-time delivery.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Phoenix calls timeout. You gotta like what Jordan Clarkson has done in this game.
Just killing it from deep. They've got to be all up in his jersey at all times. Give him even an inch, and you're just asking for him to drop another triple on you.
Are you ready? It's senior giveaway time.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Booker against Vanderbilt. Second shot opportunity. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
DeAndre Ayton unafraid in the big moment. Nice delivery.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Free throw drops for Ayton.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
Conley, the pass to Olynyk. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. In a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for Payne. Suns leading by 3. Ayton a screen on Clarkson. And again, it's the Suns missing. Utah has gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Dish now to Olynyk. 3-pointer, Markkanen. Here's Clarkson. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Clarkson's got 26 points. Phoenix has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Ayton dishes to Warren. Here's KD. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
Big moments. This is who Kevin Durant is. He delivers when the game is in the balance.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Clarkson finds Vanderbilt. Back to Clarkson. Pass to Markkanen. 3-point. Traps in the tray.
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
And it's Ball with the ball for Phoenix. Outside Warren. The ball. He kicks to Durant. There's the triple. Offensive rebound. For the 3. It's not going to go for him. And they're in position to take the lead.
And how big would a bucket be at this stage of the game?
Boy, he really wanted that shot, trying to make the defense pay for leaving him that wide open.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together, everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Time call here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 3. 36 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Clarkson against Booker. It falls! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Center stage with the game in the balance. Jordan Clarkson, no problem.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. Booker looking around. Ayton gets the ball. He dishes it to KD. Fadeaway. Count it!
Kevin Durant absolutely fearless. If the game's in the balance, he will demand the basketball.
Utah calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 12 seconds left in the 4th quarter. What's your take, guys?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
12 seconds left in the 4th. Conley finds Clarkson. Back to Conley to take the lead. Oh, they shot at a chance, but no good. So it's the Suns taking the W in a close one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, KD. It was a good start. What happened with that rough patch later on, though?
We weren't disciplined. We were just shooting shots just to shoot them, throwing passes just to pass them. No sense of urgency, no purpose. And against a team like that, they're looking for something to get them back in the game, and we just let them back in.
Close the door, but stuff to work on, I know, man. Thanks. Back to you.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Kevin Durant.
star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Great to hear Skylar Cole singing the national anthem before today's contest. Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K
Yeah, when you think about us, just think about it. We don't own nothing. If we get money, we...
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
To celebrate our nation, that was Skylar Cole with tonight's national anthem performance.
There you go again. You would've known your own rodeo again. Yeah, you put me out just to flash that smile and last on the year. But I've been here 1,000 times, I don't wanna go again. I've been here 1,000 times, 1,000 it won't be so bad, 'cause I don't really wanna talk about it. Many times you hurt me so much. Many times you hurt me so much.
A good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. DA, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, we all have seen when the Warriors are going well, it's a thing of beauty. Coach Steve Kerr says our offense is pretty simple. We only run a few actions, but in order to thrive in it, you have to understand concepts, spacing, and cutting. We just happen to have really high IQ players. Kevin, that's always been Golden State's secret weapon.
It has, and their coach reflects it, and their team plays the way he thinks. Good stuff, DA, thanks. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. The forward spots will be Barrett and Randall. Then it's Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Grimes in at the 2. And for the Warriors, the core of this team all out there, Curry and Thompson in the backcourt with Green at the 4. Looney out there with Andrew Wiggins.
And there's a lot you can say about Golden State's offensive abilities, but their defense is also razor sharp. They know how to control the flow of a game.
It'll be the Knicks off the tip. Here's Brunson. Randall with a screen for Brunson. Warriors with the rebound. And some might go as far, Greg, is saying Golden State's defense is underrated.
It is kind of overlooked at times, and their shooting is so exceptionally high as everything else, like how they can dominate the glass defensively.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. 9 feet out, and Thompson sends it back. From deep three-point range, Curry's shot is good. Curry's got 5 minutes.
And the greatest shooter we have ever seen, Curry, is just lethal from outside.
Wiggins against Barrett. From 10 feet out, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
There's no doubt that R.J. Barrett is a hard-working player and looking for chances to stay and get involved. He does a lot for his team out there on the floor.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. Barrett's attitude, Brent, has helped him find early success in this league.
And R.J. only the 8th player to record 2,000 points, 500 rebounds, and 300 assists, all by the tender age of 21. You almost forget how young he is, but he has made an impact here.
And so Barrett nails both of them.
R.J. Barrett continuing to find consistency by not settling for things that come his way. He's got to stay within the confines of what they want to do offensively, so his game is growing.
Now here's Green. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. At the top of the key, Curry. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Curry's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Warriors. Brunson against Curry. Brunson kicks to Randall. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Randall's teammates loving seeing this. Shots like this are helping out this offense. He's taking the lead.
Down low, here's Curry. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Robinson passes to Brunson. Randall outside. Barrett for three. And again, New York with the triple. I've always wondered this, Brent, for the players, do they approach these early season games any differently than a game in, say, April?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I think you're still not in tip-top shape. You're still trying to figure out any additions to the roster that have been made in the offseason, and you're trying to find your own personal rhythm as to how this season is going to get started. So the approach for sure early on in the season is different than when you get to springtime.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. It's a three-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, tough game on the road. The guys you're defending, obviously comfortable shooting in their own building. You've got to find a way to break their rhythm.
Yeah, they couldn't do it in that one. Always a step slow in closing out the shooters and maybe even recognition of who was on the floor. Just not enough energy, and that's a tough way to win on the road.
Looney with the bucket.
That's what happens. You play up on Curry too much, and then he finds an angle, delivers the ball. Devastating pick and roll.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. And the Warriors with a completely new five on the floor. And here's a look at some numbers for Mitchell Robinson. The Knicks have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter.
Here's some facts. You go back to 2000, and the Knicks have won just one playoff series. Total. One.
Now, here's Quickly. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Toppin finds Reddish. The kick out to Rose. This one for three. A shot by Reddish, no good. And the Knicks have struggled, Brent, over the last 2 decades. Why is that?
Well, I think they've just struck out thinking that everybody wants to come and play in New York City. And when you find out that nobody wants to play in New York City, it's really hard to build a roster. They have not had a first All-NBA player since Patrick Ewing in the 90s. So there's been a big bite taken out of the Big Apple in terms of their competitiveness.
Team foul. At the line for the Dubs, Jordan.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes.
One shot.
One shot.
Was thinking aloud about the best teams of my lifetime. That 2017 Warriors are way up there. That first year KD was with Golden State.
Rose kicks to Reddish. There's the three. Hits the three-point bomb.
Love it when Rose looks to share the ball, especially when his teammates are open like that.
There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Now, Poole. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. The pass to Wiseman. 5 to shoot. Over in the corner, Green. And a miss there on the triple. New York's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. Here's Reddish. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Warriors leading. Here's Kuminga. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
DiVincenzo being a connector out there now.
For New York, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Pass to Toppin. Now, here's Reddish. Defended by Kuminga. His three-pointer's off the mark. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Warriors. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. We come back right after this. For those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Well, I like that they've also emphasized the three-point line. They drained a good number from beyond the arc this year. Warriors leading by 4.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. Randall and Robinson will be the inside pair. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Grimes in at the shooting guard. Clock at 6. Wiggins passes to Wiseman. Stolen by Robinson. It's Barrett on the wing. Covered by Wiggins. And Barrett gets it to go.
Well, RJ is a natural scorer. It's very hard to shake him off that kind of focus.
And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
New York's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Buries it from three-point range.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And here is Curry after R.J. Barrett hitting the 3. Curry. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, if Steph Curry works as hard at golf when he has the time as he did in shooting the basketball, I don't know. He's no slouch on the golf course.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Curry. There was a story, Brent, a couple years ago that Steph Curry's best round of golf came during the NBA Finals. Had you heard that?
I did hear that, but I also heard that Andre Iguodala has a major role in how that happened. Andre was taking up his golf game when they were battling the Cavs in 2018, and I think that competitive spirit of Steph's took over. He wanted to take Andre on, and they got out there during the final. At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And so Green will bring it up for Golden State. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
In their meetings last year, they split the season series. Happens a fair amount between teams from the East and West.
Yeah, even when it comes to matchups where it looks like one side should be the clear favorite, those brief 2-game series often end 1-1.
Brunson, good.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Curry passes to Looney. Curry against Brunson. Green deciding where to go with it. To the inside. Here's Thompson. And the Warriors miss again. The Knicks with the lead. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Thanks, Kevin. Of course, the Warriors' offense stands out for its emphasis on ball movement. Coach Steve Kerr says if you get to touch the ball and be a part of the action, whether it's as an assist man, ball mover, shooter, dribbler, the more people who are involved in the offense, the more powerful it becomes. Kevin, strength in numbers indeed.
As has always been the case for his offense, the more the better. And it's worked for him. GA, thanks.
You love basketball. Couldn't miss in the first quarter. Now can't make it in the second quarter. Got to be eating at him just a bit.
It seems like, Brent, it's been a long time we've been asking, could this be the year the Knicks turn it around?
I think, Kevin, though, it's about not just turning it around. It's about being a viable, competitive, potential deep-run playoff team for many years in succession. And is this the time? I'm just not sure. Simply the greatest shooter we have ever seen, Steph Curry, on another level.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. We'll take a look at the Warriors. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot.
And for the Warriors, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, they're using that F word, focus. A lot of teams suffer from a lack of concentration in the early part of the season, but not this team. They're ready to play right from the opening tip of the very first game.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Warriors trail by 4. Here's Poole out to the wing. Toppin with the steal.
And really, that's why you don't want to go up into the air without a plan. Had no option of what to do with the ball.
Reddish's shot is good.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
A minute 20 left in the second quarter. Pass to Moody. Back to DiVincenzo. Rose against Poole. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. Over Rose. It'll go, and the Knick lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Poole. 59 seconds left to play here in the half. Passes to Hartenstein. And the pass to Brunson. Here's Rose. That one doesn't drop. The Warriors go the other way. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And Poole gets it to go.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions. Warriors on D. They trail by 3. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Rose can't hit. The Warriors have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Things really clicking for them at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Curry with it. From deep. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Jalen Brunson has been on display for the New York Knicks. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Coach. This team is still developing. What do they need to do to really reach their max?
just keep working every day. Give maximum effort, great concentration, and play to win. Make winning plays.
Sounds simple, but I know it's not, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Welcome to halftime, everybody. What a battle we're witnessing tonight at the point guard position.
Well, you look at these two carrying the scoring load, both playing some fantastic basketball in the first half.
We'll see if the imminent halftime coaching adjustments can slow down either guy. And we return our attention to tonight's featured game as the Knicks had a closely contested first half.
How about these guys dropping daggers from distance? It's become contagious. The defense has to stay connected to these guys, Ernie.
And the way they've stretched the floor could open up other things for them offensively. And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
The core of this team all out there. Curry and Thompson in the backcourt with Green at the 4. Wiggins is out there with Kevon Looney. That's the Warriors' 5. Well, Brent, between major injuries and some high-profile roster turnover, it's been an up-and-down last couple years for the Warriors.
Yeah, mostly due, Kevin, to injuries. I mean, through it all, they've managed to continue to play with joy. They've given a lot of guys opportunities to just be out there, and then they drafted and rebuilt the team behind the big three to complement those guys as they found their health. So the run is still there for Golden State to do great things. Winning a championship last year has them back on the top of the mountain.
They get it back. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Robinson.
That's Robinson dominating on the inside to capture the board and go right back up.
Pass to Thompson from deep three-point range, and another 3 for Golden State.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Knicks trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Barrett. Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Here's Wiggins. Chalk up 2 there. Wiggins has got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors.
And still perfect in the second half. 4 straight makes.
Here's Grimes, and Looney sends it back.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. After the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Robinson a screen on Curry. Brunson finds Robinson. For 3, Barrett knocks down the 3 ball. Barrett's got 13. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Quickly, he's checked in for the Knicks. And a chance to now check out the scoring distribution between the front court and the back court players tonight for the Warriors.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this back court has kept them in the game.
Little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And Poole gets it to go.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Randall outside. Outside Robinson. Has to grind. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And Brent, unfortunately, the young career of James Wiseman has been plagued by injury.
Yeah, it's been really tough, Kevin, with that meniscus injury, 39 games into his career. He had his surgery, and then he was trying to come back, and multiple setbacks in his pathway to try to get back on the floor and become an impact player as the first overall pick a couple years ago. So kept him out the entirety of last season. Hopefully, this is the year where we see him fully healthy.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Over quickly, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, some of these nights you got to enjoy yourself. Not too much at the expense of the other team, but right now this team is balling.
New York calls timeout. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. Take a look at the Knicks. They were hoping to get off to a better start to the season. Things are still early, so they still may have a chance. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter. DiVincenzo against Rose. They need this, and he sinks the layup. Rose has got his first points in this one.
And Derrick Rose certainly equipped athletically to punish teams in the paint.
1:10 left in the third quarter of the game. Now here's DiVincenzo from deep. And another three for Golden State.
And this is how we want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
And it's quickly missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Now here's Reddish. Guarded closely. Toppin kicks to quickly. To the paint with some arc. Wiseman with the rebound.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
He can't hit that time. Set it up. Rose against DiVincenzo. And stolen by DiVincenzo. On up the court.
Poole contesting on that shot and becoming a better defender. That's the next step.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Warriors on top, up by 15. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter form.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle. You can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Knicks trail by 15 on the court for the Knicks. The pairing up front, Toppin and Randall. Emmanuel quickly out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Barrett at the 3 side. Really left alone that time.
Well, Randall keeping you honest here. Not a knockdown shooter from that range, but is showing more and more that he's capable of doing just so.
The Warriors shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. Thompson against quickly. Curry from deep three-point land. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Passes it to Barrett. Over Wiggins. Barrett, no good. good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And so it's Rendell bringing it up now for the New York Knicks. Here's Brunson on the wing quickly. Tapping kicks to Brunson. New York moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Barrett, no good. Warriors leading by 12. Curry passes to Thompson. At the elbow, Green. Outside Curry. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Curry's got 26.
And Curry kicking it up a notch right now, not slowing him down on offense.
The shot's good from Quickly.
And kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Green deciding where to go with it. Green finds Curry. Here's Green. From beyond the arc. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 5 rebounds tonight. Back to Brunson. The 3. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Curry. Fires for 3. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds in the game. Wiggins against Barrett. And here is Quickly. Randall outside. From downtown. Drains it from beyond the arc. Randall's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Knicks.
Such a key for Julius to continue to stay assertive on the offensive end.
And the shot is good. Curry's got 4 points this quarter.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
New York calls timeout. Devon Looney is checked in for Green. The Knicks making a switch here. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. Curry against Brunson. Curry deciding where to go with it. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Brunson the pass to Randall. Now Barrett covered by Wiggins. The pass to Grind. Back to Barrett. From outside the arc. Count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to just 4 points with the bucket from Brunson.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Grimes passes to Robinson. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Now here's Curry. Shoots the 3. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's Brunson. It drops.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're down by 1. There's 38 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Curry against Brunson. 29 seconds left in the game. Thompson finds Curry. Back to Thompson. Fires the three. Knocks down the three.
And that's why this team loves having Klay Thompson. Big shot.
New York calls timeout. They trail by 2. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
Well, they just need a solid play right now, and Coach going through his index cards to find one to get something going.
.23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Randall. He kicks it to Barrett. Back to Randall. Takes the three. Bullseye!
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
No, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're behind by 1. 1 second left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
They've got enough time left to get a good look. It's got to be quick, but it doesn't have to be a heave. You can still catch, turn, and shoot. They've got one shot at it here, obviously. It's a make-or-break situation.
Here's Curry with the three. Oh, he got it to go!
Down it goes at the buzzer. Boy, it doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, just blown away. Absolutely as clutch as you can get. People are going to be talking about that shot for